comparing Crawford's performances to Lomachenko's performances. So, Mark, I see you champing at the bit. What do you got on Spence versus Crawford and Loma versus Crawford?
Let's keep this just for the moment to the welterweights. And I'm not shilling here, okay? And Bob was in fine form. Here's my question. What was more impressive? Was it Spence against really a lightweight and Mikey Garcia, or this performance tonight?
Against the top 10-ish welterweight.
Correct.
In Amir Khan. What do you got, Andre? Spence Crawford and also Crawford Loma for number one pound for pound.
Listen, Crawford did what he was supposed to do against a guy like Amir Khan. That being said, of course I want to see Crawford and Spence. I don't understand why we can't see Crawford and Spence. Like, I've seen a lot of entities, I'll say that, almost brag as if, hey, you know, you can't get this fight, ha ha. What good does that do for the two fighters? What good does that do for the sport? Now, maybe the game has changed and something got past me, but I thought it was about the build-up and then the crescendo, actually putting the two guys together to make the most money and to determine who the best is.
I can't show y'all the footage. We're working very hard to get around that part, especially footage that's not taken away from the financial gain of Top Rank. So this is here. I'll show you where this is from. This is after the fight was over. It's Max Kellerman, Mark Kriegel, who used to be with Showtime. I need to move this banner somewhere else. I can't do it. And Andre Ward. Now, Andre Ward has had some issues with a certain group of people on YouTube. If you pay attention closely and carefully to what they were talking about, they're putting the pressure on Al Haymon and PBC. But is anyone putting the pressure on Bob Arum? He's been very, very vocal. Maybe it's old man vocalism. You know, let me tell you something. I grew up in a household with my grandparents. Rest in peace. They were Southerners, old school. You could not have one box. You could not have more than one box of cereal opened in that household. And God forbid I didn't get to the new cereal first, or Raisin Bran or motherfucking Chex Mix would have been opened. And I would have had to just eat that. So I had to make sure that when I went to the market with them and they let me pick out my cereal, I had to pick out the cereal, you know, that I wanted, but make sure I opened it first so they had to eat it. But they was diabetic, so they couldn't really eat it. But the point I'm trying to make is they used to be like, why did you open 2 boxes of cereal in this house? You know, or for example, I used to have to take the garbage out before the sun went down, no matter what time of year it was. Every Tuesday. So, if I was to take that garbage out, even though I knew the trash man came like 7:30, if I was to take that garbage out at 6 a.m., they'd be like, no, I'm going somewhere with this shit. I'm going somewhere with this shit. I'm going somewhere with this shit. If I was to take that garbage out at 6 a.m., God damn it, you took the garbage out. What I'm saying is old people, they don't be having no filter, and they get annoyed by the littlest of shit, even though this is not little. So during the build up to Crawford Khan, it seems like Bob Arum was getting closer and closer and closer to an outburst, and he did it. Here, let's start with that first. Let's start with the post-fight interviews first. And unfortunately, okay. He don't give no fucks. He don't care. He just want to make the fight. And, you know, you have to factor in things that are somewhat taboo to talk about. Like Bob Arum's age. You think he can wait another 4 years, or he want to wait another motherfucking 4 years when he's 90? To see motherfucking Crawford Spence? Or Spence Crawford? Now, do Al Haymon give a shit? Hell no. And do you think that this is going to make Al Haymon like, oh, shit, motherfucking Bob Arum is mad. Let's go make this motherfucking fight. Shit. You see how mad he was? You know, boxing is a very, you know, it's petty. Boxing is petty as shit. But let's go. Let's go listen in. He was pissed. Let's go listen in. Now, I can't let you, see it, because they be, Guillermo. But I can let you listen in. All right? We'll be right back. Now, we can do it this way. But y'all going to have to put your real good glasses on because I'm going to have to make y'all squint. You got to squint. Hold up. Give me a minute. Oh, let me put the chat on the screen. Oh, fuck it. I'll let it play while I'm doing that.
I was trying to box.
Are those the balls?
Just catch them in the trenches, but you know how it goes.
Now, everybody wants to know about pound for pound. Everybody wants to know about 147. There's a man they call the boogeyman at 147.
That's me.
That's what I wanted to know. Talk to me about what you want next to prove who is the boogeyman at 47.
Well, it's only one fight they talking about, and that's Spence. Whenever you're ready, I'm here.
What are you willing to do to make that happen? It's the politics are here, the complications. How bad do you want this fight?
Man, listen. Like I told you in the interviews, I can't put a gun to the promoters ahead and make them make the fight. So only thing I can do is continue fighting every person they put in front of me, and we're going to make it happen sooner or later.
The man who can make it happen, thank you very much, Bud, on your performance.
Here you go.
Is right here, Bob Arum. No doubt that Terence wants this fight. How will this fight happen against Errol Spence?
What?
How can you make the fight happen against Errol Spence?
Errol Spence. Well, listen, we want to fight Errol Spence. Terence wants I think Errol wants a fight. There's one guy that's stopping it, and that's Al Haymon. And every boxing fan should refuse to patronize Heyman's fights.
That ain't happening.
He agrees to have Spence fight Crawford.
Now, we all know, Bob, that as a business, when the fight is big enough, you've worked with Don King, you've worked with De La Hoya, even Al Haymon. How do you make this happen?
Not Al Haymon. He refuses to allow any of his fights.
Look, that's where he got pissed. You can tell he real pissed. Now, they should let me slide with this little 30 seconds. We can do this 30 seconds. Now, do y'all read this? Now, tell me that I'm not using this for educational and news reporting. We can do this for 30 seconds. We got to listen to Bob. I want you to see his face. I want you to see his face. Because he is hot. Bob is hot. And it's 420. And he get down with that, but it's legal over there.
Work with De La Hoya, even Al Haymon. How do you make this happen?
Not Al Haymon. He refuses to allow any of his fighters to get beat by a top-ranked fighter. And if Terence fights Errol Spence, there's one winner, and that's Terence Crawford, and Al Haymon refuses to allow it.
Thank you very much, Bob. Let's hope it happens. Now I'm going to have Amir Khan, who's coming over here. Amir, how do you feel after what happened this evening?
Look, first of all, I wanna apologize to all the fans. The fight was just getting interesting. Terence is a great fighter. I'm not taking anything.
Yeah, he's about to get knocked out.
I've now realized why he's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. I'm a good boxer, but he was showcasing great skill, great movement. I was caught with a shot right below the belt, and I could feel it in my stomach. That's the reason I couldn't continue. I could feel it in the legs. I've never been hit below the belt. Normally, if I normally get up. I'm a warrior. I'm one of them guys. I would never give up. I would not give up a fight like this. I was in pain.
Now, let me intervene right here. Now, let me tell you some real shit. See, I've always been transparent, and transparency is the reason where I'm where I'm at in life. And the reason why I've had a lot of the issues I've had in life. I've been kicked in the nuts before. And let me tell you, it's a bad time. You feel like you got a shit. You be like, oh. Like, you be fucked up. But, I think he quit. Because he was, the inevitable was about to happen. But, you got to see Virgil Hunter's face. Virgil's an honorable, he's a noble and honorable man. So he kind of threw Khan under the bus when he said testicles. Oh, man, this guy. Oh, man. Those testicles. He was incapacitated. Oh, man, he was incapacitated. Oh, wait, let me get my shit together. Oh, wait, what time is it? Let me get my shit together. All right, because I'm going to be cracking the fuck up. Those testicles, man. So what I'm thinking is this. I'm thinking that he got hit on the leg and it like kind of slid over to where the cup is and like motherfucking shifted the cup a little bit and maybe a little bit of nut meat. Pause. No homo. Was like right there. Like a little bit of that nutsack meat. Probably. And it probably pinched it. I don't know. I mean, Khan does have big balls. Not as big as Mikey Garcia. No, then maybe you do. Well, whatever. You know? All right, TMI. All right. You guys are immature. I need to grow the fuck up.
Cuts of
For
shots
real.
over and over again that can damage a fighter. And I called it a couple rounds before it actually happened. It just happened a different kind of way.
I need to grow the fuck up.
First saw what was happening. Amir Khan was taking a lot of punishment. He's trying to save the kid so he can have a life with his family when all is said and done.
Virgil Hunter standing by with Bernardo Osuna right now.
Oh, he gonna throw him under the bus.
To the corner and you ask Amir repeatedly, do you want me to stop the fight? Do you want me to stop the fight? Walk me through that decision to finally stop the fight when it was
It was obvious he was in a lot of pain. Sometimes you can continue and sometimes you can't continue. Depends on how the punch affected you.
Your testicles.
So I thought it was the bone chipping. It was obvious he was in a lot of pain. Sometimes you can continue and sometimes you can't continue. Depends on how the punch affected you in the testicles. So I thought it was the bone chip in the elbow that he's been dealing with at first, but he's indicated it was a low blow. So he said it just took the legs right from him. So what else can you do?
It takes your legs.
his call.
I asked him if he could continue, and he said no.
Ooh.
Okay, now Andre Ward, who knows you very well, knows your mindset, how you work in the corner, said a few rounds before you might be thinking about protecting Amir when he was taking punishment. Did that stopping the fight for what was going on in terms of the punches he was taking ever cross your mind?
Well, to me, he was hanging in the fight. He took some punishment, but
When I got kicked in the testicles, hell yeah, I got stopped. Hell yeah. I was like, oh shit, fuck. I was thinking it was 7th grade. What was I, 11 or 12? I was fucked up. I will never forget getting kicked in the nuts. You don't forget no shit like that. And this shit, in life, it should never happen to a man, but I think every man should experience it once to know to never let it happen again. You don't want those problems in your life. So it's better to get that shit young, like the chicken pox. You do not want that shit to happen, man. But I always wondered what it would like what it would be like for a woman to get punched in the puss. Like, do they feel anything? You know, like right in the clit, bam. I'm not saying don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not saying, don't do it. But however, if you are in danger and you want to do like a non-lethal maneuver or like punch right in the puss, they'll kick your nuts. But going back to what I was saying, it's no disputing. It's no disputing. The shot was low. There's no disputing that, right? It's just that Khan, in my opinion, and the opinion of many, the masses, the people, he wanted a way out. And he found it. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to see him get knocked out so bad. I mean, I like Khan. I just wanted to see, I was like, oh, shit, he really going to get fucked up. Like when his speed wasn't working, that little dash, jab, shit he be doing. I was like, oh, shit, that shit not working. This shit going to be biblical tonight. He is going down. So when he quit and when he started selling the move, like the low blow, I was like, yeah, he wants out. He wants out. Shout out to Joe Tessitore. Did you know he was sick and he showed up? Damn, Khan. Punch those nuts. But listen to this from Andre Ward, though, now. And also, so we can go over this one more time before the press conference starts. Yeah, it's going to be starting soon. And we're going to roll right into that. Because this is, you know, some deep shit right here. And the thing is, it's true. Al Haymon can never answer for himself. But I really feel that Errol Spence is now the A side. Especially if he fights Sean Porter and beats him. Or what if Sean Porter beats him? Either or is going to be the A side. They're going to make that fight before they make Spence versus Crawford to make sure that Spence calls the shots. That's how Al Haymon works. Right in the nuts. Well, see, Kovalev got that special high scrotum. It says he got that high scrotum. It's like right. Is it below or above his belly button? I think it's like right below his navel. They call it high scrotum. High scrotum.
Welterweight division, and pound for pound, we're going to be comparing Crawford.
Let me pull up the zone press conference. I'll be back.
So, Mark, I see you champing at the bit. What do you got on Spence versus Crawford and Loma versus Crawford?
Let's keep this just for the moment to the welterweights. And I'm not shilling here, okay? And Bob was in fine form. Here's my question. What was more impressive? Was it Spence against really a lightweight and Mikey Garcia? Or this performance?
Oh, they throwing shade?
Against the top 10-ish welterweight.
Correct.
In Amir Khan. What do you got, Andre? Spence Crawford and also Crawford Loma for number one pound for pound.
Listen, Crawford did what he was supposed to do against a guy like Amir Khan. That being said, of course I want to see Crawford and Spence. I don't understand why we can't see Crawford and Spence. Like, I've seen a lot of entities, I'll say that, almost brag as if, hey, you know, you can't get this fight, ha ha. What good does that do for the two fighters? What good does that do for the sport? Now, maybe the game has changed and something got past me, but I thought it was about the build-up and then the crescendo, actually putting the two guys together to make the most money and to determine who the best is.
Before we get to Loma and Crawford, Bob Arum said, and I think it's the opinion of more than a few, and it's not a matter of network allegiance now or promotional allegiance, that Crawford wants to fight, Spence wants to fight, and Top Rank wants to fight, and Bob Arum named Al Haymon by name, something that Al Haymon seems to really not like, and is calling him out as the impediment to the fight. In your analysis, is that the case?
I'm not on the inside.